Talking with Concordia baseball head coach Rob Vance in advance of the Cavs' first game in the Santa Clarita bracket of the NAIA opening round. First off, Coach, tomorrow will be the program's first game in Nationals in 9 years. Just generally, what has it meant for the program to make it this far this season?
Well, with the players, we try and downplay it a little bit. It's just another game, and the term we use on this trip is it's a business trip. But it's obviously a big deal for us. For the program, I think it's great for the university. Obviously, we get some more recognition. We had a chance to show off our facility last week at the regional tournament, the NAIA West tournament. We're hoping it's going to help with recruiting. I know the current kids that we have signed to come in next fall have all texted and emailed and said congratulations, they're really excited and those kind of things. So, overall I think it's going to be a real boost to our program, not only next year but hopefully for the next couple of years. The other thing is we certainly hope to continue doing this on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah. Well, going back to the NAIA West tournament a little bit, you guys showed a lot of mental toughness in winning that tournament. All 4 wins were by 1 run. What would you say is the team's mental state going into the opening round now?
Oh, I think the boys are extremely confident. I know they're very excited. It was interesting. In the middle, after day 1 of the NAIA West, I was sitting with one of my seniors watching the game, and he made a comment to me that, people were talking to him and the other players that, well, gosh, Concordia is 2-0, that's really surprising, and comments like that. And the young man said to me, it's not surprising, we expected to be here. So I think the guys, we have a pretty veteran team. Had some ups and downs during the regular season, but really the last part of the season we've really played very good baseball. We've kind of turned into the team I thought we would be, which is really good pitching, good defense, able to hit when we can and those kind of things. So I think the boys feel very good coming into this weekend.
Well, and then talking about the pitching, that was key for the depth and the NAIA West tournament.
Last year, we knew we were thin on the mound, and the guys that were with us last year, we rode them till the very end, and I think we got about as far as we possibly could. That was really a big focus for us in the offseason with recruiting, was to improve our pitching depth, try and get some real frontline guys coming in for our starters to mix in with the guys that we had coming back. And like I said, there were some ups and downs early a little bit. We've really pitched pretty darn well all year long, and we think our guys can compete with anybody.
Well, then your first opponent is the 4th-seeded Tabor Blue Jays out of Kansas, and they just represent an interesting matchup opposite Concordia Gold Glove catcher Ben Talbot. The Blue Jays, ranked 2nd in the nation with 3 stolen bases a game, and feature the nation's leader in stolen bases in Grant Silva. Just what do you anticipate out of that matchup tomorrow?
We're going to prepare for this game like we have. The NAIA West tournament, we really think that our competition in our region is some of the best in the country. The 5 teams that are down here in this bracket are obviously very good teams. We've talked to our pitching staff a little bit in our preparations about preparing for guys who run a lot. Menlo had a little bit of that going. UBC has a little bit of that going too. Not quite as much as Tabor. But, we don't anticipate them doing a whole lot differently. We're going to prepare. They've got 3 or 4 guys who really run a lot. We're going to do our best, hopefully, to keep those guys off base. But if they do get on base, we're going to work very hard at holding runners close. And, our guy behind the plate, we have a lot of confidence in what he can do, throwing guys out. And, I assume they're probably going to get a few. We just have to make sure that doesn't. It's not the focus of the entire game, and it's also not going to cost us the game.
Right.
We're going to make some of their other guys beat us. If Silva gets a couple of his, which I assume he probably will, he's done it against everybody all year long, that's okay. We'll deal with that, and we'll deal with the next guy in the order. So, it's one of those things that we try and prepare for an opponent, but yet our focus is on what we do. We want to know a little bit about our opponent, and we obviously will do some things here and there to try and combat what they want to do, but again, our focus is on our preparation.
Well, and then besides their running, the Blue Jays also represent a pretty balanced team. They rank in the top 25 nationally in batting average, slugging percentage, ERA. Just generally, what do you anticipate out of the matchup?
Well, I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I am anticipating our pitching is going to hold them down. I think we're going to swing the bats well, but you know, it's one of those things that you really have to try and focus on your own team. We don't know a lot about them other than what some stats show and those kind of things. We're going to have to see it in the first 2 or 3 innings and then make an adjustment, you know, in game and those kind of things. But that's not a lot different than what we do early in the year when we're playing a team that we don't know much about. You know, we're going to try and hold runners just like we always do. We're going to try and get some situational hitting. We're going to move runners over. We're going to hopefully play good defense. And, you know, I think it's going to be a really good game. I mean, like I say, you know, you get to this point in the season, everybody who's still playing has a good club. And I think the good thing for us is our guys are very confident. We've been playing great baseball. The other piece is we're very healthy right now. You know, a month ago I wouldn't have said that, but we basically, knock on wood, we've got everybody at full strength for this week.
Cool. Well, good luck.
Awesome. Thank you.